Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here on Goose Got Your Entertainment. I'm your host, Marquez Good. And later in today's show, Cam with the plan, Taylor will be joining us. He will be here going to help me recap the Super Bowl 53. The good question that everybody's been asking is what's next on TG's itinerary? The good response would say we will break down all AAF games. And some people are trying to figure out what is the AAF. I'll get to that in a few minutes. But we're going to provide updates on all sports around the boards from hockey all the way to baseball. NBA updates. We're going to even start diving into arena football because they've been signing. You heard from the AAL and you heard from the NAL and you heard some big names floating around there. But in March, just to give you just a forecast in March Madness, you know how good that could be. You know how nitty gritty it could be with them upsets and the number one teams getting knocked off. We'll see how that goes. But I'll be posting some very, very important dates from the NFL soon because we got some stuff going on and you'll see that. But first up on TG's itinerary, like I said, the AAF. The AAF, no more NFL football. What that means, we still got 3 months to go and we got the AAF. Think again, AAF is the Alliance of American Football, has kicked off the 2019 inaugural season as the first two games squared off the other day. Yesterday, matter of fact, it was, and we heard a brutal hit that was taken out on the team the other day. You saw that quarterback got his bells ring. And I tell you, that's what I like to see because the NFL would have saw a hit like that, they've been flagged very quickly. And some people say, well, let's get ready for the concussion lawsuit to come on. Let's not worry about that yet. Let's stop being soft and let's let football be football. Do you hear me? Let them boys hit. Now, what is the AAF? The Alliance of American Football is a professional American football league that consists of 8 teams. I'm gonna tell you them teams later. They essentially controlled, owned, and operated teams. They're unofficial. It's basically the unofficial G League of the NBA. If you know how the NBA has that G League, and you got people that don't go drafted, they undrafted and go there and they play. This is the unofficial version. They want to become that development league, if that's a better word to say, of the NFL. This would consist of 10 weeks, a regular season of 10 weeks, a playoff games, and a championship. Now you should have seen them games yesterday. If you didn't, I'll tell you where you can check these games out. CBS Network. That will be 2 places. NFL Network. Today we have a game tonight. I'll get close to that. The TNT will have some games throughout the year, and Bleacher Report live stream will also be showing this live it'd be a one game a week between these things. It'd be probably 2 games, maybe 4 games on a Saturday and Sunday, depending. But let me give you some of the rules before I give you the teams. There's no kickoffs. The ball will begin at the 25-yard line after each score or at the start of the game. So we eliminate the kickoff. It makes it shorter than the NFL. It makes it safer, if you want to call it. Not even that, there's no extra point kick. So it's not no field goals after you score a touchdown. Guess what? You're going for 2 point conversion. So you make it a little bit more high contested game. More is on the line. Let me go. It's a little bit more rules. You got like it's some mixture of arena and NFL mixed together. It's kind of crazy, but we don't get the whole, if you watch arena, I'll give you a whole nother spill about that. Overtime consists of the ball starts at the 10-yard line, 4 downs, and a 2 point conversion. But if the team, depends on whoever scores first. So it's a whole mumbo jumbo right there. But one thing I do like and I indeed love to see in this game is the replay. How they do replay is what the NFL should take in. The NFL, the officials will not go to a booth or they won't go to a little tableau on sideline and talk to somebody in the booth, and they got to look at it too. This is actually has, like you saw last night in the first game that kicks off the year, they had a earpiece in one of the officials that's on the field, which would be the white hat. And then next thing you know, he communicates with the replay official. That's another job that's in the top booth. And he or she, which was a she last night, you watched her do her job. She had a dial in her hand and she was looking at the play. And she at first called, I know, remember one play was a kickoff, it was a fumble. And then they trying to figure out who made the recovery. And that's what I like to hear. It's not the NFL just saying whatever they want to say. We actually get to hear and experience her job and get to see what she do and make the judgment call. And then how she did at first say it was a recover by one team. That she went back and said something different, but she watched it and she looked at it very detailed. I like that about the AAF. Now, let me get the hold to the teams, like my connection on Facebook for my YouTube viewers. My YouTube is up, my Facebook is going down, low connection, but I will be on YouTube also. The eight AAF teams: the Arizona Hotshots, the Atlanta Legends, the Birmingham Iron, Memphis Express, Orlando Apollos that played last night, Salt Lake Stallions, they didn't play. They played today, I believe. San Antonio Commanders, they played. And then you got the San Diego Fleet. I know a lot of my podcast viewers like the Fleet, and I don't have no problems with them. But let's get right to the games. As last night, the first two games that started the season was a tale of two stories. As the Orlando Apollos basically dictated the entire game. The season opener steamrolled the Atlanta Legends 40-6. Well, let me get you some stats. We never saw Orlando special. We saw it only in Philly, and we saw the Patriots try to do what the Patriots try to do. But you know how that goes. Tom Brady ain't got no hands where he can get upset with somebody else. But the Panthers' former quarterback, backup Garrett Gilbert, has better hands than Tom Brady. But let me tell you this: the stellar defense. And yes, it's very true that defense wins games. As the Apollos defense sacked the legends, the legends, I said it right, the legends Matt Sims, the son of Phil Sims, three times, and he will also go to force three interceptions. And one of the interceptions was taken to the what? The house. And that was Terrence Garvin that took that to the house. The Apollos travel to San Antonio next week to battle out with the Commanders at the Alamona.